Happy Sunday morning, lovelies. Boot sale day. And today we're going to a boot sale that's actually failed on me a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. We're going to Adams Chelford. Last time I set out to go there, it was raining and it didn't pan out. But this time there's just no excuses. We're in the middle of a heat wave and man, it's hot out there. It's really difficult to sleep. So I'm very bleary eyed today. I'm looking forward to the possibility that it's going to be absolutely heaving with sellers. So let's get on the road, get over there, see what we can find. And we've landed. That proper threw me this morning. Adams Chelford's on a new field, but good news, there is another boot sale directly across the road. Happy days. Looking a bit quiet at the minute, but I am very early. Alright, just opening that, would you?
It's brand new, that, mate. It was actually bought in Ever. We bought two.
Oh, right, okay.
And what it was, I bought that one first.
Yeah.
And then another one come. But it's actually brand new. We've never actually used it.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Never actually used that.
Oh, I'll leave it in.
Would you go 15 on it?
Yeah, there. Yeah, can I have it, mate, 15.
Lovely, thank you.
Everything's got to go. Can't take it home with you. What we've done, we've just had a clear out.
Yeah.
We've got that much crap in the house.
What are you in for that?
Cheers, mate.
So,
15 or 5, don't you?
yeah.
Cheers,
Nice
mate.
one, cheers,
Thank
mate.
you.
Thanks. How much are those, bud?
£3 them ones, mate.
Cheers.
No worries.
Cracking tap.
No worries, nice one.
How much are your wellies?
£3.
Do you know what size they are?
I don't know. No idea.
Here you go, Pop. Cheers.
Number about 35 pounds.
35.
Yeah.
What size is it?
Have a look, mate.
Medium. Yeah, it's going to be a bit steep for me, that. Cheers, and you go, Pop.
No problem, mate.
How much are you playing?
That's with the box as well, isn't it?
Oh, right, yeah.
So that's the number, yeah, 4. So I can let that one go for 15 with the box.
Is this the only plane you've got, is it?
It's the only one I've got. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did have a load last week, but
Would you go to 10 on it?
no, I can't.
No
Honestly,
worries. 15 your best?
15
your
is,
best, yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you got to ask, ain't you?
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
Designer ones I like.
How much are your trainers?
£4 for them. 5 for the white.
You 8 for the pair?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I'll find something else to fill your rack now, eh?
I'll sell the that now.
yeah, that's the way to do it. Cheers. That's great, thank you. Have a good day, love. What have you got on that, mate?
50 quid.
It is all charged up. There it is.
Morning.
Morning.
How much are your hot dogs?
£5 please each.
Yeah, we can do a £5 for those. The trick is getting them home without breaking them, that's the thing.
No, actually, do you want some? I've got a load of paper there if you want some.
Oh no, it's alright, I'll manage. Yeah, I'll be heading back to the car shortly anyway. Thank you though.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. How you doing? You alright?
Go Keeffe, though. How we doing? Alright.
Let's go. Good to meet you, pal. What's your name?
Tomo.
Tomo. Nice to meet you, man.
And you, mate? First one you've been on.
No, I've been over the road. Yeah, it's a bit busier. It's all
Busy over there, yeah.
yeah. It's all a boot fly thing though. So I found a couple of. There's one bit that's paid for my journey anyway that I found. Yeah.
Good stuff. Been up to Warrington or?
No. I've got a mountain of stock to climb in a minute, so I'm kind of like I'm just picking my battles a bit, you know. I didn't get out yesterday, so I had a drink on Friday night.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to make hay while the sun shines, though, ain't you? You know what I mean?
Mate, I'm hoping it'll bring people out, but.
That's it. Yeah, you could go the other way as well, isn't it?
Could, yeah.
Have a good day anyway, mate. Anyway, good to see you. Morning, boss. Not too bad. How much have you got on your circulation thing?
That's brand new, that, mate. Got a tenner on that, 50 quid that, but it is brand new.
Is the remote with it?
Yeah, everything will be with it.
Belton. Yeah, we'll do that for a tenner.
Yeah.
I'll swing back, see what else you got anyway.
Spot on, mate. Cheers,
Cheers.
pal.
I think there's a button on that. If you click it, it opens it.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Was this yours, was it?
Yeah, it was.
That's a cool toy, that, mate.
Yeah, no. I used to always play with it, but it's just a bit. Is it music?
You just moved on from it.
Yeah.
You've kept it in good condition anyway. Did you lose the hatch for it? Yeah, fair enough. These things happen. Right, so good news, bad news. I actually got to Adams Chelford today and it was quite busy, but I didn't pick up very much. I went to the other one that's directly across the road as well, and that's a bit quieter. I'm happy with what I picked up though, because it's been more than worth my while. I'll be a miss if I didn't hit Bolton on the way home though. It's only 7:30 now, so I should get there at a reasonable time and see what we can find there. And back to the lovely land of Bolton. I love this boot sale. Usually busy, lots of good stuff to be had. Morning. How much is your friend's box set?
I'll take 5 on that.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm intrigued. Why is 7 and 10 opened?
It's the only one I've watched.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just had a heart attack moment now. I thought I lost my wallet.
Oh,
Thank you, lovely. Cheers, thanks.
Well, I found it, obviously I'm a collector myself, I found it under the stairs over there, tested it, doesn't work. The only thing is, I've no pad for it, but I know how much they're worth.
Yeah.
I tested it with my PS5 pad weirdly, because they work on it as long as it's wired.
Why isn't that closing?
Oh no, it's missing the piece. My other one's at home missing the piece. Yeah, it's hard to get it with that piece on.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's not a little screen, yeah. So definitely working, yeah?
Yeah.
Belting.
We're here every weekend.
Take things back if it's not.
Yeah, of course,
I've done numerous amount of hours of testing.
Yeah.
I usually pay kids just for testing for me to be fair.
Yeah, play this game for half an hour, make sure it doesn't overheat.
Would you do 25 on it?
For you, go on.
Oh, you're a good one, thank you. And what's on your Game Boy?
I wanted 40 on that.
Yeah. They're getting harder and harder to come by, aren't they? They're always going to go up in price.
I've got my own game in it.
65,
Yeah.
so I thought 40 were reasonable.
Yeah. Do you know what I found really strange? I picked up a Game Boy, but it was in a Game Boy Advance box. I sold the empty box for 25 quid.
Yeah, you can do.
It's unbelievable.
I've got a nice box one at home.
We
It's
bought
going
an
nowhere.
empty box the other day for 35 quid.
Yeah, for the Zelda Wii U.
Right.
Because obviously I've got the Zelda console. I needed
That's
a box.
crazy.
This is the extent of my knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. I like finding out new stuff.
Yeah.
Because if I tend to find if I like concentrate on one genre, I just get a bit bored,
Yeah,
you know.
no,
So
I agree.
I just like
That's
mixing it
why I
up.
was watching your channel. I'm like, what else can I find?
Yeah,
Like,
that's it, yeah,
stuff on,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, it's great to get knowledge from all over, isn't it?
Yeah.
For sure. Have a good day anyway, guys. Cheers.
That's 12 quid on that.
How much have we got on that one?
Russell, how much you got on your green leather jacket?
45, it's 1930s.
Yeah, yeah.
1930s, that one.
It's nice. It is nice. Who's on here? Is this you on here, pal? How much are you Domino's?
Long day yesterday.
Yeah, I bet. Domino's.
Oh, give us a quid for them.
Cheers, man. I appreciate it.
It's all going cheap today. If you see anything, just give us a shout.
Yeah,
I'm
sound.
just going to get a shot of it.
Cracking,
Thank
thank
you very
you.
much.
Where have you got your boots, pal? Have you on them?
25 then, mate. The cracking boots then, mind you know.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got a pair of them and I've got a leather pair and they're just awesome.
Yeah.
Try them on, mate.
They're not for me, but
Tell you what, they're probably the best boots I've ever bought.
yeah, yeah.
And I've had lowers and all sorts, but tell you what, race.
Would you do 20 on them?
Yeah, go on then, yeah.
Sound,
Yeah,
cheers,
yeah.
man.
It's just great boots, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the exact same pair then. When they're in it.
Say again?
Trolleys are
Oh,
when
it's
they're in
belting, yeah. I had to get rid of my old one. It did too much high mileage.
it. It's awesome.
Morning. How are you?
Yeah, we're good. How are you?
Oh,
You can have that
tremendous.
for 50p. It's
Oh.
I think that is
broken,
Victorian, but
been-
it's pieced together.
But you can have it for 50p.
Who's looking at me? It's got creepy eyes. That's it, yeah.
Hey, you should have seen dolls we had. They had really creepy eyes.
Have a good day, ladies.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I was just having a look at your Burberry jacket, pal.
Right, thank you.
How you doing? Good to see you, man.
I'm wondering when I'm going to see you. Sean.
Sean, nice to meet you, man.
Every single book sale I go see you. And I see your video and I think, oh, I've seen Dave there.
This was an afterthought coming here today. I've been down to Adams Shelford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely worthwhile getting out of the house today, and absolutely definitely worth stopping off at Bolton on my way back. Some quality pickups. Not a vast amount today, but certainly no complaints. Obviously got to get everything home, take you through what I picked up and let you know how much it's getting listed for. I hope you guys have had a successful day at the boot sales. I will see you in a little while. So today wasn't disappointed at all. A lot fewer pickups than I anticipated, if I'm honest. Certainly a lot fewer than last weekend, which was just absolute madness. But some really good quality stuff, some big hitters as well. Let's get straight into it then. I'll strap the GoPro to my head and take you through what I picked up. So total spend today was £121, and for that I got 15 pickups. Let's start with the big hitters. First out of the gate, the Sony PlayStation 3. Couple of things on this. It's actually the backwards compatible one, and you can the Surefire giveaway is the backwards compatible one, which is considerably higher value than any of the others, is the fact that it's got 4 USB ports on the front as opposed to the more typical 2. The model is the CECHC03 to be technical. Now there's a couple of points to note on this which is going to devalue it a bit. First point to note is there should be a clear plastic hatch on there, and it's got the hinge but not the hatch. Cosmetic, it doesn't really serve any purpose other than to cover up the ports at the front. And also, I didn't realise until I took it out of the car, the top cover comes away as well. There's the catch on the end is missing. So again, they're just cosmetic. The couple I bought these off subscribers, and they say it's been tested, it's all working. I mean, obviously it could still turn out to be naff, but these sell spares or repairs. Now for the video I'm going to assume that it's working because they seem like a really nice couple, but because of the things that I've mentioned, the top cover and that hatch and the general condition, I am going to devalue it a bit. Like I say, if it was in really good condition without those defects, I'd be looking at £130 to £140. But because of those defects, and I'm probably doing myself a disservice, the listing value I'm going to put on that is £100. So bear that in mind when you're looking at PlayStation 3s. Look for the ones with the 4 USB ports on the front. And next, I think this was my first pickup of the day. This is a Panasonic Freeview player recorder. Sadly, the the seller has written on the box, giving the game away. I actually paid £15 for it, not 20. They did me a bit of a deal. It's not brand new. I think I'm coming to the conclusion now, when people say at boot sale something's brand new, they mean as new, which are obviously two separate things entirely if you're a reseller. Nevertheless, this was a properly good score. It's got all its component bits and it's in exceptional condition. This is a 1TB version as well. The listing value on this is £135. Plenty of precedence for that kind of valuation as well. You'll have seen these in a lot of people's videos, no doubt. This is a Circulation Plus Active from Bodytech. The Revitive brand of these sells for extremely good money, well over £100. The Bodytech one's not so much, but if you get them cheap enough, still worth doing. Again, the chap said it was new. This is as new. It doesn't look like it's been used, to be fair. Got its remote with it, all its component parts, and because of that, the listing value I'm going to put on it is £60. Now, when I pick this up, there's going to be some of you that were shouting at the video and calling me names and such because it only really occurred to me when I walked away from the seller that I didn't actually check in the box. I just took the guy's word for it and stuck it in the trolley and walked away. That was a daft thing to do, clearly. So if you were one of the people that were shouting at me through your screen, then you're absolutely justified in doing so. Now, I stopped picking up these Friends box sets quite some time ago because the price of them has just fallen through the floor. I used to be getting £30 to £40 a set for these, but those days are long gone. The only reason I picked this up is because I paid very little for it, and all bar 2 of the seasons are new and sealed, so that will help the price. We're still not talking mega bucks though, and they are a medium parcel, so this is going to cost about £6 to post because of the weight, but because it's 80% sealed, there'll still be margin in it, and the listing value I'm going to put on that is £20. I do like picking up double nines dominoes when I can. You can usually tell the better quality ones. These are vintage wooden ones. They look in pristine condition. Because they're wooden, they're not significant value. I mean, I only paid £1 for these, and the listing value on them is £12. But the heavy plastic ones with a brass stud through the middle, or the Bakelite ones, which are sort of like the true vintage ones, they can go up for £20 to £25. So double nine dominoes are worth watching out for. Never really found any value in the double six ones, but I'm sure somebody out there might be able to correct me if they have. Moving to the trainers, I'm very conscious that I'm boring people with the bread and butter value trainers. There's nothing significant here. So 3 pairs of bread and butter trainers. We've got Adidas, Nike and Asics. Pretty good looking, all good condition. There's a combined listing value of those 3 of £55. These lovely Staffordshire Wally dogs, they're probably reproduction. There's no markings on the bottom, but even the reproduction ones of these I'm getting a consistent £35 to £40 for. Obviously you've got to check them for damage. These have got a craquelure to the glaze, but it's just made to look like that rather than that be an effect of them being vintage. But even so, even with the reproduction ones, like I say, I'm still getting that kind of price range. So the listing value I'm going to put on those is £35. Worth mentioning on this as well, that individually they don't sell for very much money at all. You'll achieve a greater return if they're sold as a pair. I mean, these are more of a standard size, but the larger ones, which are considerably larger, probably getting on for the height of that radiator kind of thing, you're looking at over £100 for those. So watch out for the bigger ones. But again, if you only paid £5 for this pair, if you're paying that kind of money for them, then there's a decent flip. Obviously make sure that they're wrapped extremely well for postage. Really nice condition pair of Mindle boots. Mindle, M-E-I-N-D-L, are an excellent brand of boots. These are in pretty minty condition as well. Very, very little wear to these. Size 9. I did pay up a bit for these, but they won't hang around long. Listing value on those, £45. I'm being more selective these days. I'm picking Hunter Wellies up. They have to be in really good nick for me to pick them up now. The last few pairs I picked up, the buckle on them has been rotting away. Aside from needing a wipe down, these are in excellent condition. The soles are usually a giveaway to the condition. I'm not sure on the size of these. They look like a 7, maybe 6, maybe 7. The size really does affect the price where Hunter Wellies are concerned. If they're too small, the price kind of plummets quite a bit. Because of condition and because of the size of these, I'm going to put a listing value of £30 on them. Now, definitely the most unusual pickup of the day. I think I only picked this up really because I saw it once upon a time in one of George Ross's videos. This is a hamburger telephone. It's not got a brand on this at all. It looks like it probably had labels on the bottom at some point. The chap tells me that it absolutely works, but it does feel a little, the top of it does feel a little bit loose and flimsy. Obviously, I will test it. I didn't check the comps on this either. Obviously, I should have done, but it's one of those cool novelty items. It's always going to sell well anyway, I think, but even if it's hanging around till closer to Christmas. The listing values for them are all over the place as well, but I'm going to put a listing value on this of £20, which is probably towards a higher end of the current comps. This man's Barber quilted jacket, decent condition, nothing exceptional about it really. I tend to find the Barber International label sells better than the standard Barber, but because of the size and because of the condition, I'm quite confident at a listing value on that one of £35. Rounding off with a couple of pairs of gloves now. I probably, in hindsight, shouldn't have picked these up. There's margin in them, but it's not staggering, really. I paid up from a little bit. I say I paid up from a little bit. It's all relative, of course. So we've got a pair of Frank Thomas gloves. These are pretty cool design, actually, the XTI. No comps for that specific model, but if you type in Frank Thomas leather motorcycle gloves, it brings up plenty of results. So listing value on the Frank Thomas, £15. And RST, the next ones, these are both small, incidentally. RST gloves, armoured, again leather, slightly stronger comps on those, and a listing value of £18. Now today's panned out really, really well for me because you'll have seen my landing upstairs at the minute. It's awash with stock to list and it's doing my boxing. There's a mountain to climb. I've done really well lately for stock pickups, so I'm kind of glad it's panned out the way it has today. Some reasonably big ticket items in there, not so much. It's certainly been worth getting out of the house. So this week is going to be spent listing like a man possessed. I may forego going to boot sales this week, which sounds counterintuitive because we're in the middle of a heat wave, a record-breaking heat wave no less. So hopefully you've had a great weekend at the boot sales yourself. I've had a request from a subscriber to do a what sold video as well, so I'll endeavour to do that this week. Now make sure you got your Factor 50 on this week, guys. Have a wonderful time in the sun. I've been Dave Keefe. You've been amazing. See you in the next video.